All right. Uh, um, I wanted to show you guys a silver game I had. It was a pretty good one. This was a bunch of my friends. We were in call. Sadly, I cannot recreate it,
I'll take their heads off.
but
You're done, pal.
I can mess with the camera thing. That's cool. I can pause the game too.
If you like that, I got some other stuff that fell off the truck.
All right.
I'll take their heads off.
All right. This seems about right. All right.
You're done.
So, I just want to talk about my life and stuff as you get to see silver gameplay. Because you know what? Who doesn't like to see a alcoholic werewolf with thick thighs and listen to somebody yap for like, I don't know, what's the game? I think it's one for like I think it's like a 35-minute game. So like 35 minutes. It's not too bad. I couldn't. So like if you're watching this, congratulations to you. My attention span is cooked. Um, um, think first I want to go over. I think my build. My build is going to look. This is when I think I was playing either a green rush build or a meta one. Like I think it was like top on the leaderboard. So so nobody flanked me on the build. Also I think this was like a bit ago because I'm pretty sure this was before the urn had changes. Pre-urn changes, I think.
Gotta be able to make some space.
Because usually, the more recent builds I played have me rushing my two. We're gonna see in a minute. But the more recent builds had me like I like buy two first instead of my one because I think it's because or put more into my two than my one because Slamfire had a 16% damage nerf. I was told. I did not do the math on that, so y'all can correct me later. But 12 to 16% damage nerf to Slamfire.
And a free keychain.
This is like in between the time. Also, this might be my 3 rush build when I like rush like max slowing. So I don't know what build this is. It might be the green 3. Yeah, I didn't wait for steak. My boy.
Doesn't gotta be fancy. It's just gotta work.
Both my dogs are in my room if you want to say hi. Say hi, Diamond and Jasper. Come on, say hi. Diamond, don't walk over Jasper. And she walked over Jasper. Wait, Jasper, don't leave. Wait, Jasper. Say hello to my little doggies. Two great Pyrenees, 10 and 11 years old, respectively. Who's an old doggy? Yeah, I have no idea what this was. Oh, I just. Oh, I missed these vents. They got rid of them because this is error on it now. Oh. Oh, Deadlock, if you see my video for whatever reason, or Ido, make a petition to bring those vents back, please. I missed those vents. Or at least add more vents into the game. Oh, I'm getting chased. Yeah, I didn't slide. I had no speed.
Good luck not getting shot.
Melee my steel.
I'll rip them apart if I have to.
I was thinking of helping right here, actually, because oh, side note, I could have saved him because if you didn't know this, Silver can actually if she rotates her camera like last second, you could change the trajectory of where you kick. I could have kicked him away from the door, but like, oh, I think this was pre-Apollo nerfs too. Oh, I'm dead. As you can see through the bottom of the screen, my deaths are innumerable. Like,
You'll be the last one.
I get blood tribute this game. I think I know what build this is. This is actually, I think this is one of the most funnest builds ever. Blood tributes is one of those items of which I just love to use. But it's like so weird to use like blood tribute. Like, it's so weird to use blood. If I say my tail slash, I think I kill him.
Viscous is missing.
Yeah, but I'm pretty much running it down. That's the crazy thing about Silver is that like the game plan from 1 to 2 is quite literally always the same.
Little bit of advice.
Um,
Get caught.
a lot of my early deaths are just from over aggression. Speaking of, you would never be able to guess my favorite league champion.
I'm ready.
Actually, I have like two. I love Rost and Kled. In particularly Kane, because you know Rost is like only one half the transformation. But I love transformation characters. They're like my favorite archetype because of two things. Two things. One being the ability to outplay things. Oh, I died to a minion. Yeah, that swing ain't for show, by the way. Yeah, minion 247 really showed me the works. I walked into it. Yeah, I literally just walked to the left and I live. By the way, that's. Hot take. I think Silver is S turn into like a front line. Like if you want a front line carry, I think she's better than Billy and Abrams and like Geist, like any front line carry imaginable. Silver's like top of the tier. But like character wise, I think Doorman was meta. I think this was before Doorman got nerfed. Um, but like realistically, I don't think she's the best character in the game. Like I think she's definitely like top five, maybe like definitely top 10, maybe top five. But I feel like every week there's a new broken character, like Yamato Graves, which is broken this patch. They just nerfed Yamato, but it doesn't matter because uh it doesn't matter. Oh, you can't see the jail call, but it doesn't matter because they literally she got like a net positive actually. Like they buffed her, they gave her an extra thing to her ability, but then they nerfed her spear scaling. So she basically went back to where she was. I think a little weaker, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. A little weaker, a little stronger. But then she has like a permanent change to her kit, which makes her stronger. It's like, oh, she has more charges on the ability, and they buffed her. They took away the buff, but she still has more charges on that ability. So like, net positive. This was when actually I know what this is. Mina was busted. Apollo was really good, and Doorman. And also Mirage was also even more busted because I don't think there wasn't like I think there's diminishing returns in most MOBAs, but in this on Mirage's abilities there was no diminishing returns yet. So like when he gets stacks on you, they stack without like having lowering or weakening at all. It is a permanent like thing that is happening.
This is about to get messy.
Now, do I believe Silver is the easiest character to play out of like the frontliners? Yeah. I think Silver is one of those characters where she's like really once you learn her kit, it's easy to pick up. It's an easy kit to pick. It's an easy kit to pick up. It's like thundering outside. It's an easy kit to pick up. Uh, not really difficult kit to master. I'm not saying I mastered it already, but I think out of some characters, there's way more punishing ones than Silver. Honestly, I also believe that
Great. I just caused
out of the like I think Silver's in that weird spot where I don't think she's like I think now like she got some nerfs. They feel actually kind of substantial. Like I feel the difference. Like because I'm yapping, but the way Silver works, or from my understanding, Diamond, please don't stand. Diamond, stop. My great parent needs to stare at lightning, and she's hiding next to me. But the way I understand Silver's wolf form is that she almost wins every single fight because her one has a built-in execute and health steal, which is just like a really good ability. It's like a Mina rake.
I'm all alone.
Her 2 is a movement ability, which also weakens you. So like a Shiv dash, which is really good. And her 3 is a disarm like Mo and Krill. In her wolf form, she has like some of the most, like out of any character, like cherry picked abilities. Like you wouldn't believe, like they would never put this on a regular character if her abilities didn't have like a timer on them. Like because her abilities have like it's on a timer, uh it's the reason why she can have those like Pacific abilities. It makes her really strong. Like anytime, unless Silver gets like Omega nerfed, which she was before, then it's bad, right? She'll be bad. She's bad. She's bad. She's good. She will always be good, right? It's like Billy. Actually, Billy's in a weird spot too. Tanks are good until they're not. Like you'd be like, oh, Billy always has a spot in the meta until he don't, because characters slowly just like out progress him. Like when Silver came out, Billy was like, why would you want to play Billy unless they have like there's a real movement meta, right? The Deadlock Yoshi nerfs movement every like other patch. There's no other reason to play Billy other for his ult and his sustain. This is like main draw link, and if there's like characters like Silver or like Abrams gets a nerf, why would you play him over them? Especially if Geist gets buffed. Like, why would you play Billy? Unless there's like Mina gets buffed again, or Doorman gets buffed again, or characters that rely on like a lot of like movement or dash abilities get buffed. Billy is never really in contention. Now he is because they buffed his health scaling Omega big, and they nerfed his gun, but that doesn't really matter because he already had like the fourth best gun in the game, so he doesn't really care, like, period. But I was saying, like, what makes Silver, like, the weakest thing about Silver, in my opinion, the thing that makes her like weird to play currently, is that when you turn into a wolf, you'll notice that if I don't miss every single one of my shots, here you go. On my screen, you see that there's a little thing, this wolf thing. You start off with like 70, your fire rate is lowered to 70%, but you could raise it to like 120, right? Which makes her really dangerous, right? Because the whole idea is that you stay on top of somebody, and instead of meleeing them, your primary is like a gun, which acts like a melee, and you could keep hitting them constantly when they're in melee range. So you're like, wait a minute, that sucks. Yeah, the slam fire nerfs you kind of feel a little bit. It's not Omega big. Another thing you feel is that they also nerfed that. It says 75, it's 60. I mean, 65 is 60, which is like a 5% change, but you feel it a lot because you're because you like a wind up your attack. That's like the whole thing at Silver. Like once she's going, she's gone. It's like off to the races. Like a lot of times when I'm playing Silver, uh, it's like, oh, I'll trade a wolf form, my ult for a single kill, which is really good, or I get a kill and somebody's next to them and I just spiral, right? That's the thing with Silver. She is like, it's like that one scene in Donadon when when Okarun is like listening and he has like the piano and he's listening to an orchestra in the background, and then he just goes all out. It's like one of those all out Okarun scenes. If you've seen Donadon, you know what I'm talking about. I can't really explain it, but the animators do it so well. The show when Okarun is going all out, it goes like red and white and like a gradient. But it feels like that, right? You transform into your one form, and if you boom, you kill reset, right? If there was another person there and they were low, right? I killed them, I reset, I turn into a wolf again, and it doesn't say this like explicitly, but the reason why you're so tanky at Silver and why she feels really hard to kill is that when you have to upgrade your ult all the way. And this is only for when you're ahead. I don't really recommend you upgrading your ult. I suggest, like, if you're ahead and you're like what you should be, right? You're Silver. You're really good early, mid. You get worse late because it becomes harder to turn to wolf form as like they get more tankier and they buy like plated armor and your bullets ricochet and they know reg and stuff. It becomes harder to get those shots off and to turn into your wolf form. And especially if you like don't keep up, you do less damage, so you need to do a certain amount of damage. But the idea, right, is that when you get a kill, it counts as you turning into a wolf again. And so you get the 300 HP that you get at from the start, right? Right there. I killed him. It counted me as turning into a wolf again. And so I got another health buff. If they really wanted to nerf Silver, my opinion is that ability, every time you kill somebody, there should be a diminished return on the heal like a Mirage, right? So, like, let's say I kill 2 people, right? It says Wolf 4 gives me 200 HP when I transform, right? So the first time I transform, I get listen, no. Let's say I buff it, 300 HP. If it's 300 HP, I kill somebody. Instead of getting a 300 HP again, I get like, what is it? 150? Not 150. That's too low. 250. I get 250 for Gucci. Then from 250, let's lower it a little more, 150, and then from 150, 50, 50, 50, right? Or they revert one of the big changes they made for kill credit, because if you want to reset your like and transformation, it used to be you had to get the solo kill by yourself. So you had to fully kill or do most of the damage to kill them. You couldn't just join in, do half the damage, and then somebody finish them off and you get the like and transformation. You used to have to like fully like commit. You didn't have to like, ooh, let me dip my toes in there real quick. No. You had to fully commit. None of that weak stuff. My other opinion, they just remove that. They make it to like you have to fully kill like an isolation kill with Drifter. That right there will like hurt the consistency at which you transform and like the sustain at which you transform. Because you're one, because they nerf slam fire, right? I think it's just bias. I think it's enough, but I don't think people are okay with Silver like running around and doing these like reset kill things, right? Yeah, slowing kicks you can't use any of your abilities, by the way. But people don't buy slowing kicks because it's not in their build, right? Or metal skin. Like if he has metal skin, I don't do any damage. But if Silver, I say if they feel like next patch Silver is still too broken, they hit one of those two things where they get diminishing returns on the heal, and that will hurt either hurt the consistency at which she can constantly stay transformed, because now, right, you want to be able to make sure you secure your kills by yourself and doing a lot of damage. So you might want to put more points into your 2 before you put points in your ult, so you hurt the consistency at which you turn into the ult. So you can't get those resets. Or you keep it how it is, but you hurt the sustain at which you resets at. Right? The thing, I think the big deal with Silver is that you don't have Silver transformation characters can be nerfed more, can be more nerfed, or it could be more complicated because you have 2 forms to rely on. So the idea for me, for most transformation characters, you hurt at which the rate they transform into that character is, right? Like if Kane's too strong, and it's like, oh my gosh, Kane's Omega busted. We gave him too much stuff. We overkidded him. We did too much. Reduce the amount of times that every time Kane's get into a fight, he gets souls, right? Or he gets his souls to transform into Rost or Blue, right? And so now you're like, oh my gosh. Now I had to be basically inting to get this form at the time I really want it. Or, here's my last and my final thought. They make her like a Gnar. And because what I mean by that, not exactly actually, that's LARP. What I mean by that, instead of just like, what's the word I'm looking for? Because she can like does damage to transform, but unlike, cause I play League, and it feels way different to play Gnar than to play Silver, because once you do damage, right, your full combo basically makes you transform. As Gnar, it doesn't, unless you do everything correctly. Also, I reset it right there, and I just gained like 200 HP, and I'm just off. I'm off the races. Up. Also, I had a locket, which made me. I reset, and I used my luck, which I saved for like 19 stacks. It was broken this patch. But anyway, um, she can't transform early. Because how Silver works, if you haven't played her, uh, you can wait till you transform into your lycanthropy. Once you had like, it's like a little timer, right? Once she hits the bar, it sets like a mini timer, and by when the timer ends, she'll automatically transform, no matter if she's silenced or what. But once it activates during that timer, at any point you can press 4 and activate it early. You could technically remove that ability to activate it early. So her startup, people have way more warning in her startup and have way more time to react, because then you have the visual cue, and then you're like, oh my gosh, Silver's about to transform. Everybody dogpile her. She's nerfed. That's just 3 ways I see nerfing Silver. Either make it so where there's a bigger visual cue when she's about to transform, so like a better visual update on Silver, which would help, and then you nerf her ability to then transform early, so hurting consistency of her transformation again. Make her transformation have diminishing returns like Mirage stacks, so she doesn't always get like a mass amount of HP for just killing a person. So people are discouraged from just rushing ult no matter what. Or then we do our like regular shindig of just messing around with their kit and like readjusting points and stuff. If she's too busted. I miss having a girlfriend. I know that's really random. uh I feel like I have a trouble talking to people, and like when I'm like making a video, I like the feeling of making a video, because at least, right, it gives me the control to control what I say, or like gives me the illusion. But like when I talk to a girl I like, it's like one mess up can give her like the ick and mess up the thing. But then again, should I care what she thinks? Like, I want to be a nice guy, but like, to be honest with myself, I don't think I'm the nice guy I think I am, like majority of the time, which is like not where I want to be. I think I want to be nicer, and if I become nicer, I feel like the people I want to love me more would love me back equally, right? Like, if I put the effort in and committed to people more, I feel like I would grow stronger with them. Oh, if you're wondering why I just activated my punch ability for any reason, I just wanted to see Silver with her hand raised, because I just didn't realize that Silver's, what is it, left hand is already transformed. It's cool. Yeah. I also need to get better at this, at joining team fights or in being there on time. Also, so does Crispy. I think he's Grandmaster, and that's something you both need to improve on. That's probably the reason I'm D-ranking, because I'm not joining these team fights fast enough when I have so much impact on them. Oh yeah, watch the. Also, Tip, if you think that you're about to get CC and die like this, I would not suggest transforming to a werewolf unless you think you can handle it. Like yeah, that right there I handled it. But if you do not have unstoppable, which I do not take these stupid fights with Rejuve, because once you transform, you lose werewolf form. You do not stay as a werewolf.
I owe you, Kelvin.
Yeah. Like, look at me right now. I'm so weak. Like, I'm a useless character in team fights when I lose wolf form for 27 seconds. Silver's useless. That's like the whole thing with Silver, is that you don't realize how useless she's in and the things she's supposed to be good at. But she gets it so consistently, it almost doesn't matter sometimes. And I think that's where the skill expression comes in. That you're good at managing and item maximization. Like, transform into a wolf. Boom. I killed two because it's an execute. Yeah, you see how I hit it and I just like, yeah, I just get like max speed.
It was an honor.
Anytime you want to get into some trouble, you give me a call.
I did a lot that game. Also Kelvin, because Kelvin. In my eyes, Kelvin's the one character in the game that you don't realize is busted until he does something so stupid and he gets away with it. You thought I was stupid on Silver? Just watch a decently played Kelvin player and then watch them walk away from any situation. Um, but if you're watching this video because you have my YouTube video, the girl I like but doesn't like me apparently, call me. That sounded so desperate, by the way. That's so funny. I like left the room. I immediately thought of something and then I just blurted it out. Uh, some final things is like to give a visual example of what I'm talking about.
Little bit of advice. Don't get
Boom. This is busted. This is okay. This is okay. This makes me feel better about myself. Is this? No, it's not.
You'll be the last one standing.
What? Fair enough. This is basically every silver build ever. If you do not see at least 3 out of some of these items, they're throwing, right? Almost every silver buys slowing bullets. Almost every silver gets something like opening round or hunter's aura, or I get an extra health, an extra stamina, or restorative locket because silver has 2 stamina like an absolute chud, and or has close quarters because it gives you also melee resist because that's where you're going to be for half the game. But this is like it's general, right? You have a health spike. You got your health spike, got your 4.8 health spike, and you got a little bit over your gun spike, which you're basically a green orange character. You could get this. You could get that. You can definitely get that or that or that. But you basically want to. The idea of how I think you should play silver. From here, look at what you need to buy. You want to get some extra stamina. They have a gunny comp, and you need more movement. They have a lot of. They have a Victor, a Furnace. They have a lot of like AOE slash accumulative effect damage. Gun. It's just like one gun character. They have abilities that can be debuff remove and really hit their character far, like Bebop, Shiv, and Warden, and the goat of all goats. If you're having a problem in the game, just parry it. It's the parry button, like Ultra Kill. If you're good at Ultra Kill, pick the item. But this is what I'm talking about. That's
Gonna
it.
have to work fast.
2 here
They
and
want
1
to be
here.
nice, no reason I should.
All right.
My ex always said I was good at pushing people away.
Here it is. +4 movement speed and 200 bonus health. Right? You get like 350 and you but what I was saying is that you lose every time you instead of like getting the same amount of health back every time you kill, which would reset your ult, it would be a cumulative left each time, right? Little nerf to that, or you cannot automatically turn, right? But let's just say that. Okay, cool.
Back off. Rifles up. Oh God, not again.
That's like the whole thing with silver, right? Like that didn't take much skill. Like actually I could do it better. Hold up. Like. I don't even need the damage from this. I don't even.
Someone's gonna
This
get
is something I
too
don't
close
even
for
need. Hold
comfort,
up.
and I'll be ready.
This is like 2 points here. Don't even need that. 1 point here, plus 50% damage.
Get out of my face. They asked for this.
And then for each stack, my hands move faster, 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 faster. Boom. That's the whole idea. Is she hard? Definitely not. Half her kit is a melee character, which is probably like her wolf form is the easiest thing to play. Uh, getting to that is like the hardest part, right? Because you want to be able to maximize your utility.
You're about to have a
So
real
like
bad day.
this looks easy, but if you're like you need to transform into wolf form and you're in like a heavy poke comp, it would be much better if you could shoot them at a range, get a little form, and then go in and finish it, right? Gives them less time to react. You're not standing in front of them for like 2 seconds. And you don't have to be so reliant on slam fire. Like, yeah, I can just go this. I don't have to use all my abilities, right? I can like slam fire them a little earlier in lane. If I hit all my shots, then I only have to rely on like 2 other abilities, and then I instantly get what I want. A lot of the hardest part about silver is knowing your matchups. That's the only thing. It's the only thing other thing you have to learn. Learning your matchups. Uh, Target prioritization, right? Knowing of who to focus on to get that reset and who is the most vulnerable to get that reset. So you can frontline even longer because maximizing your wolf form is what makes you one of the best front lines in the game. So target prioritization of who is weakest to you. And then the last one is getting wolf form without an over reliance on abilities. That's like all there is to learn about Silver. Everything else you can learn with pretty much any other character. And but compared to like, I don't know, like Shiv, I don't think Shiv's a little harder because you don't have like an instant fight win button. It is technically an instant fight win button. Like half the time, I have my killing blow. I already hit him with like 15 knives, right? 1, 2, 3.
Come back if you need anything else.
Right. Like you do so much shit damage that you could basically kill somebody. Like I've hit people with like 4 knives and and I just already know they're dead. I didn't have to look at them twice unless they had debuff remover, right? Um, the whole thing with Shiv is that you build knives early because you have like amazing poke. This is really good. It builds your rage, and so you can make so once you get your ult, which unlocks your rage abilities, your dice is what you focus on mid to late, and then your dice goes boom. It's like she's the same as I would say unpopular opinion maybe. Silver is easier than Shiv way more in the fact that you don't have it. You have an instant fight card that you have. It used to be you didn't have to aim, and I would have to retract my statement, but you have to aim it now. And you have to be very wary of your surroundings because like Silver is just like, oh, free elo, free elo, free elo. Once you turn into wolf form, nobody's winning against you in a fight. As Shiv, you have to still counter buy, itemize way more than you have to think about on Silver. And also you are incredibly you have some bad matchups because bloodletting does a lot, kills you against pocket ult, which is one of the best ults in the game, unlike Silver. So he has some other outstanding weaknesses. Like, there's no instant fight card. Like you can end out a fight really stylishly or like really well, but there's no way of being like, ah, I have wolf form, it's GG's, you're not winning this fight. It's like, yeah, I can still lose this. I think Silver is way easier to play than Shiv, in my experience. Yamato. I don't know.
About time someone called me.
The 3 stamina though does make it a little even because you have so much room to mess around. Like you have so much movement between your ult and your dash. Your dash is like busted. That's the only thing that makes me go, ah, who's more or less brain dead sometimes, Shiv or Silver. I think Shiv takes a little more skill in the fact that you have to actually land a skill shot other than your gun. Like Shiv gun's easy, but then you have your alt fire does this. Like you can boost yourself, and then it also does more damage. Like he has, I think the thing I want to say about Shiv is that between him and Silver, uh, there's more negatives to bloodletting sometimes than there are but like bloodletting lets you survive more stuff. It's like always active, but then like you're very weak to certain matches like pocket and mostly pocket. Like pocket annoys me, especially in the game where there's no draft system yet. Like there's a pocket on the enemy team. It's GG's in a team fight. Like there's been a few times where I fight somebody as a Shiv, they pocket ult me. I live the team fight, but then I die afterwards because pocket ult is still active and kills me. Because like something else was also hitting me at the same time, bringing my HP bar because it makes it lethal. Uh, but the thing that makes them feel both brain dead is the slice and dice because it's only like you get down to like
No, I don't go selling
8
to
seconds.
anyone.
You can also there's something you get statue buffs which makes it even lower to like 7, and then you hit 2 people minus 2 seconds per hero hit. And then your dash when you're at full rage. Actually, let me show you. It recasts itself, so you can hit somebody, get basically 4 seconds off, or like in a team fight, basically you can hit somebody, and then somebody might walk into the second clone, or it might be in the area. There's also there's a little front area in front of the thing, into which it hits people,
Society has your number.
and so it's even better. And so when you're in enclosed spaces, it feels a bit brain dead to play Shiv. But I feel like you have to be more better at macro and decision making than being like, all right, I'm just gonna take a team fight. Because I think you've seen it in my last video. I like killed 3 people by just running it down. As Shiv, I could almost do the same thing, but it'll take way more like me understanding if I could do it or not. Like it takes more skill because I only have like 1 dash. Like it doesn't I don't have 2 dashes that auto reset off my ult. Like once you ult, you get your dash back. It's not like it's cooked. It's like my all my abilities basically just reset and I can just go back in. Like Silver also has a built-in XQ in her bite, but this is your ultimate. It just depends on the situation, but I feel like you're more punished to play better on Shiv than Silver. Especially with like he has like way more movement tech than Silver. Like watch a low main video or a cosmetical video of him playing Shiv. He makes you think that there's a way higher like ceiling to the character than what like I'm saying. Like if you watch him play and then you watch him play like Silver, I'm not saying that Silver doesn't take no skill. She takes like I think she just takes a nosy amount less skill. Because like to get into the characters like they can be brain dead at sometimes and you can like abuse certain things about them, but when it comes about like their ceilings, I think Shiv has a way higher ceiling. Like you could do so much more stuff. But that is it for the yapping session. I think I'm gonna get McDonald's or something. Talk to you guys later.